Hello all, welcome back again to my YouTube channel Zade Academy. So today let's talk about one more application of the match function that can be incredibly helpful to save time and work more efficiently with the lookup function. So I'm on the car sale data tab, which we see earlier as well. And I know you're probably thinking what else could be possibly to do this with the lookup function. We have work on the reference types, we have changed different table arrays, but there's a one last piece that we can automate to save ourselves a lot of time in the future, especially if we are gonna replicate this function in the number of places. So the piece that I'm referring to is the column index number. We can replace this column index number with a match function that will do the same thing automatically. As you may see here in this Excel, we have a car sale data workbook here, which is our raw data, and another says the required data, where which will drag out the data from raw data by using the VLOOKUP and the match lookup function. Here in the car sale data, you find values as per the months. You may see here Jan, Feb 21, March 21, April 21, up to October 21. Every month is continuously writing out. And here in the required data, you may find it's Jan 21, then April 21 to July 21. So there is a gap. I mean, the months are not continuous. So where to drag some values which are random columns. So let's begin with the lookup formula here in the B2. So equals to VLOOKUP, open up the parenthesis. Then first is the lookup value we have to select. So we need the common thing in both the worksheet. So the car VN is the common one. So let us select A2, comma. The next one is the table array. Go to the raw data. Table array is one whole array need to be selected. So control shift right arrow and down arrow, it will select all the data from A1 to Z51. Then comma, now column index number. So now here we just play with the simple VLOOKUP formula to just test what the issues we can here. I mean, we come up with the issues. So we'll keep this column index number as it is, like the way we did earlier as well. So 2 here, as we want the names which is in the column 2. Then the last one is the false, which is 0. We're gonna place 0 now and hit the enter button. So we got the answer here, which is Anthony. Now let's drag this one to right over. So we'll get some values here. This is here, it's okay, you get some values, but these are not correct. These are from some another column, because I will explain you further. And you may see here is the name as well, so which is replicate the wrong values. For this in the down, let's see, you may see somewhere it is working good but not all the way down. So what's wrong with this? So here we gonna use the match function to correct all those things. So let's delete these things. So now what happened now what I'm looking to do here is I'm going to write a match function as I just explained and say earlier. So in place of 2, we're going to use match function, which is the column index number. So match, open up the parentheses. Now what we are looking is lookup value. It's going to be the name of the variable or the variable column header that I'm looking for. In this case, it's a name column. Then comma, and where I'm going to try to find that it is in the header row of my lookup array, which is in the car sale data tab. So it's going to be car sale data from A1 to Z1. Then last comma. Then the third piece, not least, is match type, which is should be 0. Close the parenthesis. So Let's hit the enter button first. Yeah. So now actually, what I'm looking is, what I want to do is, instead of just saying give me the value from the second column, which is the name column, I'm saying give me the value from whichever column in which you find a name in the header row, which in this case would return the number 2, just like we had. So when I hit the enter, you can, as I just hit the enter, you can see it returns the name Anthony. So everything is look good now until. But before I apply this down and over a traditional columns, I have got a little bit more work to do here in terms of my reference types and setting them properly. So in order to apply this function below down without screwing up anything up, I need to make sure that reference in my match formula are properly set. So right now I just set everything as relative, but what we need to do is, if we leave the B1 relative as it is, then if I drag this formula down, one row down, it shows any. Yeah, it's going to be, I mean, nonsense. Like if it is asking for B2 to B1, it's I'm sorry, B1 to B2, which is a nonsense one. So what I need to do is I need to cycle through C4 two times. So I'm going to do it for two times. F4. So it's fix the row 1. Now when I drag this down, it's going to always pull in whatever the header labels is in the first row. So that row number will never, I mean, when that row number will never change. I mean, similarly, regardless of which variable or which header I'm looking for, those will always live in the A1 through Z1. So I'm going to fix that completely, which is this one. Control function F4 here as well. And the then I need to fix another thing as well, which is A through Z here in the lookup formula. So that need to fix this. Let's fix that first. Now, so I will here now I will hit the enter button and let's test this. You get the same result here now. But let's try this pulling down. You will get the values here. If I pull here, will not get values. It shows any, and if you hit it down, now you get the values of names are correct, but not these values. Why it is? Just let's see. Here you may see that in the B2 tab, we just put the lookup formula here. You see its lookup value. What it's looking for? It's looking for the lookup value, which means the common variable or the common name, which is available in both the worksheets, in card sale data and required data. We have that is car VIN. Here in this B2, where I put the VLOOKUP formula, I have used A2 as this reference car VIN. But when I drag over here in the cell C2, you see it's taken as a B2. Take this reference for the I mean the common as B2, but B2 is this one. This is not the common one. Common one is in the column A. So what we need to do is we need to fix what column? We need to fix the column because the I mean car behind is the one which column where the it is common in both car sale data and the required data. So that's why we need to fix the column, not the row. So here in F4 three times. So it fixed the uh, column B. Okay, actually we apply on column B here, but we need to apply this on here. So it will fix all those ones. So function F4 again three times. So A is fixed now. So hit the enter button. Now just see, if I drag over, you will get all the values correctly. So which updates properly. which we required, and it starts properly as I want. Now all I need to do, sorry, all I need to do is drag all those things to the down. Yeah, so which fills all the values correctly. So there you go. You will find all these values correctly here by using match and the VLOOKUP function. So as you can see, the only thing that's changing now in my lookup formula is the lookup value only in the match function. Just see that here. C1, D1, E1, F1, likewise here, D, this one. And the rows are changing because we are fixing the column E. So we can write one lookup function and apply it across a number of columns and a number of rows as well without having a touch of things. So here is go combining the match and lookup VLOOKUP function. So thank you all for watching this video. If you like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe the channel to SZ Academy. For other free courses, if you want, please mention in the comment box to create those courses free for you. Thank you all.